doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. What's happening? Welcome. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday news show. Subscribe. Y'all tell somebody about a player. Today is Monday. Slow moving Monday. We're just coming out the weekend. We got to let these essential products try to get out of our system just a tad bit so we can be able to work out here in these streets. Salute Detroit. What it do? You say, Willie, you are feeling better? Yes, I am. I'm feeling 1,000 times better. I had to get that little sick off me. It tried to destroy a player. I think that they socked me up. I think that they tried to knock me off. I don't know who they is, but I just think they trying to take a player out here in these streets. There's some racism going on. It could be some racism when it comes down to viruses and illnesses, huh? You say, Willie, your voice, you good player? Yeah. It just keep on changing. I can change the octave and everything real quick. I can just go in and out and, just change it up depending on how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? But I was down bad last week, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with a player last week. I just tried to make it through. I missed a few shows because I was down bad. But my throat still hurt. I came off STD Friday. I'm popped a little something on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? But my throat still hurts. So we're going to try to do the best that we can today. Today is not going to be a full show. I got to keep it short. I have an appointment today. So at a certain time, I'm going to have to leave. We're only going to be on YouTube today. I'm finna give y'all this news. I'm finna try to give it to you as fast as possible out here so y'all can see a whole bunch of these things that had to transpire to get y'all up to date so y'all don't be behind on exactly what's going on out here in the doggone street. Bam! We also streaming live on twitch.tv.com. The Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description for the twitch.tv. The WillieWilliamsShow.com. We have 182 followers. We're trying to get up to 185 followers over there on Twitch. I really do need your support. Like I always say the 817 the DFW. Texas for moving slow, messy Monday midday madness. What it do? Hold on. I am scrolling. California's up in the building. What's happening? Sugarland, Texas up in the house. Hashtag, you say you say it's wet here. Hurricane. Oh, yeah, the water wet out there. The water wet, the wind blowing. Say don't take the jab. Well, I can't do it. I don't care how bad I get out. I cannot take that right there. I cannot do it. He say YT a common bastards. Say no notifications. This is how they do a play around here. This is why I be needing you good people support. I really do. Say, hey, Sugar and Chat, say Tyler, Texas is up in here. Say, we made it, y'all. Listen, give y'all a pat on the back because last week was the 4th. And if you're here right now, you survive. You survive. That's what's up. That's a blessing. The 281 Houston, Texas say, hey, Willie and Chat say, I survived the hurricane. Bam, you was a hurricane survivor right now. He said the wind was strong. He said, look like the trees would pop. Ain't nothing like a hurricane out here in the street. I'm trying to tell you something. If y'all have never been through a hurricane, it'll make you rethink life. It'll really, really make you rethink life, and then it'll make you be like certain things that I was worried about. It's really not. It's really not good to even worry about. Y'all give yourselves a pat on the back as y'all made it over 100 by '08. I appreciate that right there. Bam, bam, bam. No, I don't have C19. Oh no, no, no. I would never. I would never let that there get on me. I gotta stay. I gotta stay from around people. Stay from around people. You say, I swear he be saying describe instead of subscribe. Oh, subscribe. Oh, you think I be saying describe. Oh, I just got to do it slow. Subscribe, y'all. Let's subscribe. Damn it, I need you around here. I really, really do. My bad. So I got to speak a little bit clearer when I'm using my words out here in these streets. Say much love when they get the bad, bro. Show and I'm finna try to. Shout out to Tony for the $5 super chat. 505 New Mexico is in the house. Say shout out to Miss Shirley and Jermaine. I hope that y'all doing real good this week. Prayers is going out. Y'all keep them prayers up. They say Willie got the SWAT uniform on today. They say we sexy girls love a man in uniform. Ooh. I appreciate that right there. Bam. We finna put in some work. We finna get into some work, y'all. This is what we finna go ahead on and get into. Again, I hope that y'all had a wonderful week, a weekend. We had an issue. I'm going straight on that. Oh, wait. God, dog, y'all about to make me forget something. I'm moving too fast. Let me slow it on down. Let's put up some advertisement. Listen. Y'all please go around to Pleasant Candles. Wait, can I do it like with it? PleasantCandles.com. If you like something smell good in your house, in your car, in your office, wherever you at, go ahead on and get your order in. PleasantCandles.com. We have 4 different scents, beautiful scents. We have hot apple pie. We have mountain mist. We have cinnamon, vanilla, and beach linen. I'm trying to think it through, y'all. We have beach linen smells that can alter your smell senses and it's something like that right there. But dog, we gonna come up with something. I appreciate y'all. Just please, if you'd like to support the player, please go around there to PleasantCandles.com. I told y'all I'm gonna have to come up with some type of commercial thing, or maybe I just need to go to Chat GPT and have them to write me out a script or something like that. That's probably what I might go ahead on and do. That's what I might go right on head on and do. Have them to write me out something so I can always get it right. But if y'all really would like to support a player, please go around there to PleasantCandles.com. Link is down there in the description. It's always in the description. Y'all, let's go ahead on and get into this right here, man. Who showed out the most out here over the weekend? Who showed out most over the weekend? We got to go ahead on and give this thing to Chicago. As always, give yourself a pat on the back. We got 19 killed. We got 84 wounded. We got 19 killed, 84 wounded during the holiday weekend. I wonder what the politicians is going to say and or do after something like this transpires. Here we go.
It was a violent 4th of July weekend in the city with more than 100 people being shot.
Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson and other city officials are speaking out about the violence. Joni joins us live now with more. Hi, Joni.
Hi there. There were multiple mass shootings, children shot, and mothers. Police are angry about this gun violence. The public wants to know what authorities are going to do about it. Mayor Brandon Johnson and Superintendent Larry Snelling will be talking about public safety here at police headquarters at 9 a.m. There were 4 mass shootings over the extended July 4th weekend, 24 shot, 4 fatally, but in all, 19 people have died, 84 wounded in shootings all over the city. 8 people were injured in Little Italy, where the shooters were aiming at each other and they got away. Police went to the area of 71st and Woodlawn on Friday, where 2 women and an 8-year-old were killed, 2 other children shot. They went there to ask the community to be a partner in public safety.
Okay. If we're not doing that, then we're failing not only our children, but we're failing our community. You're also failing the future, because they are the future. Those are our future people in this city. They're the people who are going to pick up the baton and run with it. And we have to take care of them.
That's right. They're going to pick up the baton and run with it. Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash app. Say, hey, Miss Shirley and Jermaine, say prayers. Love you, Willie. Love you back. That's what I'm talking about. Prayers going out to Miss Shirley and Jermaine out here in these doggone street. Hope that y'all feeling well, man. I really, really do. Really, really do.
Well, police had their days canceled, days off canceled. They had extra patrols on the street. Authorities are expected to give an update on some of those investigations here at police headquarters. They haven't said if they've made any arrests.
Okay, so the days off canceled, so we're going to try to prevent they're going to try to prevent other people from dying after 100 people was shot. Well, over 100 was shot. So shout out to Chicago for keeping them numbers up. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. And like I will always say about Chicago, I am really surprised that there is even black people still living in Chicago, as many of y'all get dead and wounded throughout the week. You know, y'all be making sure y'all be dying out here. I promise you. Y'all do have no... Y'all ain't scared to live out there and die at the same time. You all have not, damn it, it seems like y'all have not thought it through. Or, like I often say, a lot of y'all think that where you live is like that everywhere throughout the country, which is a real problem. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. We have a massive shootout. They had a shootout in the Greenswood neighborhood out here in these streets. Look at these fools. Look at these fools, y'all. Look at these.
Rapid fire gunshots, suspects running, and neighbors claiming what you're watching is only ramping up in Seattle's Greenwood neighborhood. Seattle police are investigating that shootout that spanned multiple blocks of North 101st Street off Aurora Avenue just after 10 o'clock last night. Good evening and thank you for joining us for the news at 10. I'm David Rose.
And I'm Sabir Rayford. This is the second shooting along Aurora Avenue over a 24-hour period. Fox 13 reporter Nia Wong joining us live from the newsroom. Nia, what are neighbors saying tonight?
Neighbors tell me they are fed up, not just because of the shooting from last night, but because they say violence keeps happening, getting deeper into their neighborhood, terrifying families throughout the night. Not long after this SUV speeds down 101st Street. Rapid-fire gunshots are unleashed, getting neighbors like Trey Sullivan off the couch and on the phone with police.
Another round fires right while they're picking up the phone, and they're like, it's still going on. We're like, yes, get down here.
Police believe the suspects entered two cars and kept firing as they chased the SUV south on Linden Avenue North.
Then we heard this barrage of gunshots again, and that's when my neighbor, who is a veteran, he says, run.
Multiple security cameras captured the shootout all the way down to 96th, where Venice says she and a friend were tidying up community planters before running for their lives.
That's when I fell down, bruised my arm, and I wasn't sure if I was shot or what.
Despite multiple homes being shot at, including this one, where a bullet traveled through a window between bird cages, barely missing these parakeets before hitting a photo frame. Police say no one in this neighborhood was hurt Monday night.
They almost killed the parrots or the birds or the chirp.
How many innocent civilians need to die before the criminals are held accountable?
Neighbors who spoke with us off camera say violence is spilling over from Aurora and has gotten worse in the last 6 to 12 months.
Baby, that's soliciting. Hold on, I ain't gonna let it slide by you that quick. We back on Aurora. Remember we spoke about Aurora last week?
Violence is spilling over from Aurora and has gotten worse in the last 6 to 12 months.
They're destroying other people's lives. I could have been shot, right? What have I done to deserve that?
With some like Venice and Trey believing one solution is for Seattle to bring back its loitering law.
Please do something. Even just having a presence down here would really prevent a lot of this going on. If you could help out and getting the loitering law back on the book, not to arrest people, but to help people that are being trafficked or minors that are out there that ran away from home would really help the whole situation out.
SPD says its gun violence reduction unit is heading this investigation and that they're looking into all leads. For now,
he started off good, but his thought process is just another failure. He started off good. He had a good resolution for the problem, and then he fell short of glory.
Loitering law.
Please do something.
Please do
Even
something.
just having a presence down here would...
Just a presence to bring back the loitering law. You was doing great. If you would have left it, just bring the loitering law back. Hold people accountable. That is the answer. But like I had told y'all last week when we talked about this right here, they won't bring back the loitering law because then they will have to arrest the females. But see, he shot himself in the foot. Watch it.
Really prevent a lot of this going on. If you could help out and getting the loitering law back on the book, not to arrest people.
Not to arrest people. It makes no sense to have the loitering law back then. Sorry. Doesn't do anything. At all.
But to help people that are being trafficked or minors that are out there.
Help people for being trafficked. So let's just say that these people is being trafficked. They don't want to not be trafficked. They can't wave down the officer.
That ran away from home would really help the whole situation.
And to not arrest the minors that ran away from home. See, we got to teach the minors a lesson. When you run away from home and now you slanging monkey, that's illegal. You go to jail. It's real simple. And then after they go to jail, then if they want to go back home, let's go ahead on and send them back home. They will learn to stay at home until you become an adult, and then you go ahead on and move on out. But because you decide to run away, you have to sell monkey. I want y'all to really understand, any youth, especially females, if they run away from home, they have to sell monkey. 99.9% of the times they're gonna sell that monkey.
Out.
SPD says
damn it. He had the solution, then he destroyed his own solution. I can't take y'all players serious. I really can't. So whatever's going on in y'all community, we're going to allow it to continue to go on in your community, and I will just be one who will just report on the problems that y'all have in the community and care nothing about what's going on in your doggone community, because obviously you all don't care about what's going on in your community. The only thing that y'all really care about is let's not hold women accountable. That's what it seems like to me. Shout out to Jay for the $5 cash app. I appreciate that right there. I'm missing something. What's going on right here? Bam! We're going out to LA. We also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. Shout out to everybody who is on their job right now. Shout out to everybody who went to work. Everybody who decided to go to work this week and try to make it happen out here. We have an incident. Now, I saw a few things. I saw a few clippings on Instagram about this situation. About a 22-year-old who was fatally shot inside of a car in South LA. I saw this, but I was like, because people was breaking it up in clips, and I really wasn't paying no attention to it because I just be strolling sometime. So I saved it, but I have not went back to it. And then this morning, I see somebody had done sent it to me in the news story, and I was like, oh, so this is what I saw. They held a vigil. For a 22-year-old who was fatally shot in California, and the parents want answers. Here we go.
Tonight, a vigil to remember the 22-year-old woman who was shot in her car in South LA and later died at the hospital. Now, with her killer still on the loose, her family is calling for justice.
But many also want to know why the first sheriff's deputy on scene didn't immediately render aid. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo spoke with the victim's mother tonight and joins us live with more on that. Tim?
Michelle Jury, she's obviously gone through a range of emotions this last week. She says she feels comforted by all the support she's received since her daughter was shot early last week. She, of course, is still upset, as you mentioned, that the sheriff's department thought they could have done more, but also as the community as a whole, because she believes there are people with information out there about who killed her daughter that just haven't come forward. A somber Saturday night in South LA as a community mourns the death of Reginae Morgan, shot in her car earlier this week.
That was my princess, and she will always be my princess, but I am so heartbroken and sad that
Shout out to her mama with her reel.
I have to bury my daughter.
Rejane's mother and her entire support system demanding the person or people who shot up the 22-year-old's car Tuesday night at Vermont near the 105 turn themselves in.
I hope that the people who actually took this queen's life are watching. I hope that they are feeling so much guilt in their heart.
Community leaders say it's time for someone to come forward with information.
We as a community know who commit these crimes.
Yes, we
They're
do.
not coming from outer space. They're walking out of our doors.
Ooh, they not coming from, did she say not out of space or out of state? Here we go.
As a community know who commit these crimes. They're not coming from outer space. They're walking out of our doors.
They're not coming from out of space. They walking out of whose doors? Our doors. Is she talking about you women?
The LA County Sheriff's Department believes it was gang members, but the family says this was a case of mistaken identity and someone shot up the wrong car. There's frustration on two fronts. First, no arrests.
Here we go.
And second, this troubling video which appears to show a sheriff's deputy on scene but not attempting to help the victim right away, even as civilians try to get inside the car to help a still alive Regine. She died 2 days later, but her family believes those critical minutes could have saved her life.
Shame on you. Shame on you. You took too long. What were you thinking about?
Emotions high as the lack of answers on either front means mourning without justice for a young woman who is just starting her life.
She was on her way, and somebody took her life, man, and we ain't taking no more. We done. We done. We done.
Now, the Sheriff's Department did say when that deputy first rolled up on scene, he didn't know if that was the victim's car or potentially the suspect's car. Either way, the Sheriff's Office will be conducting a critical incident review to see if that deputy who responded followed all the proper procedures and policies.
Yeah, as of right now, we have him under investigation. We're doing an investigation right now because, as we saw, he was on his walkie-talkie, but not going up to the vehicle. And even once the civilians noticed that there was somebody in the car who looked like they needed help, the officer did not render aid fast enough. That's what they're talking about. That's really what they're talking about. Right around here when Buddy had them call her queen.
Actually took this queen's life.
Y'all, we got to stop. We got to stop. Do y'all understand how darker hue people sound when we call darker hue women queens? I would think that every other culture and or race thinks that we is very delusional when we put this title on black women. I think that that's a real problem, especially when we put the title on black women who is failures out here in these streets. Now, I'm not saying that beautiful baby was a failure. I'm saying just when we just be out here calling people queens. Hell, a lot of people call like Sexy Red them queens and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Go, you go queen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in my mind is looking at them like, or us like, y'all got to be slow as hell. Something is clearly wrong with you good people. The worst of the worst typically get called the queens. Have y'all noticed that? The worst of the worst typically get called the queens. Let's go on with another one. Here we go.
And community leaders and family are demanding answers and justice after a young woman was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting Tuesday night. Good evening. I'm Jonathan Gonzalez.
And I'm Kathy Vara. The shooting took place in South LA near the Vermont Avenue entrance for the 105 freeway. NBC4's Alex Rozier joins us live now from the newsroom with more on this developing story. Alex.
There really are two big questions tonight. Number one, who killed Regine Morgan? And why didn't an LA County Sheriff's deputy rush to help her after she was shot? I'll warn you, the video you are about to see may be difficult to watch.
It's difficult, y'all.
It was just a shooting.
Dion Leslie went live on Facebook moments after a drive-by shooting in Athens around 7:30 Tuesday night.
Apparently some people in his car just got shot.
On Vermont Avenue off the 105 freeway, she saw a white Mercedes with bullet holes on the driver's side door and a deputy standing feet away next to his SUV.
When I came upon the vehicle, I was expecting to see nobody because he was doing nothing but on the phone saying it was a fatalities.
But seconds later, she learned
They still breathing.
the person inside the car was still alive.
She's still breathing. Can we help her? I looked at her and we caught eye contact, and I knew at that moment that she was needing me. Please help this girl.
So as the deputy stood by, she took matters into her own hands. She used her boot to break the window, trying to save a life.
But I was there for her, and I was not going to fail her, and if I had to go to jail doing it, that's what I was going to have to do.
Once backup arrived, several deputies helped pull the 22-year-old out of the car. That woman, Reginae Morgan, later died at the hospital.
That was my only baby girl.
And Jeanette Morgan is her mom. She wants to know who killed her daughter and why the deputy didn't rush to help her.
Whoa. So this was the same woman in the last video who I thought was her mama with the gray and black hair? With the gray and white hair? Or the gray and black? Go ahead.
Need some investigation. I don't want her death to go in vain.
The LA County Sheriff.
Is that the same one? This can't be the same woman. She just had gray hair.
Go in vain.
The LA County Sheriff's Department said it was initially unclear whether the car belonged to Morgan or the shooter. They said the deputy was taking safety precautions before exiting his car with his radio to call for backup. But then they said the radio's battery died, so he was on his cell phone calling for help. Community leaders said the response was unacceptable.
How is it that a man stand by and see a woman not concerned about her safety, break a window, not knowing what's going on in the car, and someone who is paid and trained to do it stand by and do nothing?
Please help her.
Now Dion will forever wonder if Reginae may still be alive, if the deputy helped her sooner.
The Sheriff's Department said they are conducting a review of the entire incident as they work to determine if department policies and procedures were followed. As of tonight, Reginae's killer has not been caught.
You said that's a wig. That's a wig, but they got the wig down. Flat, tight. Now listen. Watch what it
said the response was unacceptable.
How is it that a man stand by and see a woman not concerned about her safety?
How does a man stand by and see a woman not concerned about her safety? Break a window.
Not knowing what's going on.
In
the car, and someone who is paid and trained.
Someone who is paid just stand back and don't do nothing. Listen, that woman who broke the glass. I want y'all to understand something real quick. Typically, nothing happens to women. This man is a law enforcement officer. He sees what goes on every day. He knows at any given time he could be shot. He knows to actually be cautious. See, she's a citizen. Maybe she don't understand this, but again, nothing typically happens to women, so they can take these type of chances. Men, I would suggest that y'all don't take these type of chances. Watch 23-6 in your 9 at all time and use caution. See, now this man is trying to shame the officer for not running on up to the car and putting his life on the line. But too many police officers has ran in too fast and got shot and done died.
With his radio to call for backup, but then they...
Now, what I will say, I think that he took too long. Yes,
he said the radio's battery died, so he was on his cell phone calling for help. Community leaders said the response was unacceptable.
How is it that a man stand by and see a woman not concerned about her safety, break a window?
And that's a woman's problem. Who is not? Hell, is women ever concerned about their safety? I want y'all to really understand how he said it, and he is a pastor. How could a woman not concerned about her safety? That's not a good thing to tout out here. Women, don't be concerned about your safety. If you see something like this with bullet holes in it, bullet holes in the vehicle, run on up to try to help somebody. That's not a real smart thing to do.
Stand by and see a woman not concerned about her safety, break a window, not knowing what's going on in the car, and someone who is paid and trained.
That's not a good... Yeah, notice. Someone who is paid and trained. He's trained to not. He's trained to think about his life, which I think is a very, very smart move. He's trained to assess the situation, which still, I still say he took too long. But I do understand him not just running on up to it. Oh, hell no. That ain't what we signed up for. Shout out to Big U for the $5 super chat. He says, shaking my head, but they don't do that when one of their own gets shot. You is right. Listen, I am with you. I think that it took too long. But there is a difference. Because if one of their own was shot, he'd know automatically to run to aid. When you don't know what's going on, I understand them being what is that thing called? Hesitant. I understand the hesitation, but too long of a hesitation, that's where the problem is. But if it was one of his own, you got damn right we're gonna run on up in there. I understand that part. He don't know these damn people. He do not know the people. They're in LA. He don't know these people. Come on, y'all. We gotta keep it 100 now. We gotta keep it 100. We will behave for family different than we will behave for strangers. We know that.
Not concerned about her safety, break a window, not knowing what's going on in the car, and someone who is paid and trained to do it stand by and do nothing.
Please help her.
Now Dion will forever wonder if Reginae may still be alive if the deputy helped her sooner.
You say, Willie, it's okay to be biased. Yes, it is. You say, Willie, he chose self-preservation. Facts. Y'all have no idea what's behind them doggone tents. You have no... The car was shot up. You have no idea if it's shooters in the damn car. You don't know what's going on. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $2 super chat. He say keep it a buck. He say that baby was full of lead. It was out of there. It was out of there. She was gasping, but she survived for 2 days. She stayed on Earth for 2 more days.
The Sheriff's Department said they are conducting a review of the entire incident as they work to determine if department policies and procedures were followed. As of tonight,
say Willie, was that his little la-la he wanted her to go?
Reginae's killer has not been caught.
And you know what else crazy? Isn't like, where's like the traffic lights? Shouldn't there be traffic lights? I thought in every like major city, like they have traffic lights and stuff like that. Traffic cameras. They're supposed to have cameras everywhere, but for some reason they don't be having cameras when we need them to be having cameras. It's really, really crazy out here. I don't understand. But hey dog, listen. Say maybe a mistaken identity, which is understandable. Sometimes we get caught up, we be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I do understand that right there, man. Hey, this is why life insurance is so important. Keep y'all some life insurance. Bam, if y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. Thank you. We will not be having a full show today because I got to make a run. I'm finna have to leave shortly. I don't want to tell y'all the time that I am going to leave. But I'm going to leave before I normally finish. That's what I'm going to do. I got to make a run. But anyway, and this is why I'm trying to give it to y'all fast. I'm trying to do a little solid for y'all. Listen, I got a story that I had done heard, and I'm like, The sad part is they don't show us pictures, and I don't like stories to where we cannot see who they be talking about. That's why, like a lot of stories that y'all send me, I will not do them if there's no faces. I would not do the stories if there are not no faces, and they be decent stories. I would just like to see who we be talking about. But in this one right here, there's no faces, but the story is really, really good. A man was shot by his girlfriend's mother following an altercation at an apartment building. Pay attention to this story.
Tonio, a mother is on the run after shooting her daughter's boyfriend during a fight.
Say that again. A mother what?
Tonio, a mother is on the run after shooting her daughter's boyfriend during a fight.
This all happened this afternoon at an apartment complex in northeast San Antonio.
KENS 5's Mike Jimenez was at the scene earlier and has the details.
Philadelphia police say the boyfriend was shot once in the stomach and taken to a local hospital. Now, this all happened at 2 this afternoon in the 8800 block of Starcrest Drive near 410. A sergeant on scene tells us the mother brought a man to her daughter's apartment where the daughter lived with her boyfriend. Police say the man who was taken to the apartment knew the woman's daughter, but police didn't say how. That's when they say the man and the boyfriend started fighting. According to police, the mother got involved, pulled out a gun, and shot her daughter's boyfriend. We spoke to a witness who saw the aftermath of the shooting.
I had just came home and I just seen police running by, so I came outside and just was seeing what was going on. It was just police everywhere. Then I saw them take the man into the ambulance, and that was it.
Police say before the man was taken to the hospital, several people tried to help him by applying pressure to his stomach. His condition is unknown at this time, but police say they were initially told it was a non-life-threatening injury. Authorities say the mother who pulled the trigger took off in a Toyota Tundra. According to police, she could be facing charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon when she is found. Mike Jimenez, KENS.
Run it back. Hold on. You say, Willie, a 22-year-old in the Benz in L.A. say something ain't right. That may be like a player car or something. She probably being sponsored. That baby, she probably being sponsored out here in the doggone street. You right, 22-year-old in the Benz in L.A. with rent high as hell. Rent higher than a giraffe bottom. And you riding around in the Benz, old pretty white Benz. I don't know, was it like a C230 or something like that right now? But either which way, that baby riding around in the Benz. Now, they did not say that she was a mother. They did not say that she was a mother, so I don't know if she even had kids. But that's what's up. Listen, this mother bought her friend, which is a man, over to her daughter's house. Her daughter and her boyfriend live together. The man she brought over to the house knows the daughter. The man and the daughter's boyfriend get into an argument. The mother steps into the argument. The mother pulls the gun and shoots the boyfriend. The mother is now on the run. Something real funny about that doggone story. Something real funny.
A mother is on the run after shooting her daughter's boyfriend during a fight.
This all happened this afternoon at an apartment complex in northeast San Antonio.
KENS 5's Mike Jimenez was at the scene earlier and has the details.
Say mom told him to chill, but he was all in his feelings about how this dude know his la. Come on, y'all.
Philadelphia police say the boyfriend was shot once in the stomach and taken to a local hospital. Now, this all happened at 2 this afternoon in the 8800 block of Starcrest Drive near 410.
You say that there are people making $100K a year in LA and they are homeless. Real talk. That's a damn shame.
A sergeant on scene tells us the mother brought a man to her daughter's apartment where the daughter lived with her boyfriend. Police say the man who was taken to the apartment knew the woman's daughter, but police didn't say how.
Police didn't say how. Maybe it's been some meat selling. I don't know, but listen, I can almost guarantee you that the man that was bought around there used to smash her daughter. Or probably used to pimp out her daughter. Oh, no. Or maybe was a business manager for her daughter. Maybe that's the man who she cheated on her man with, and he stayed with her after she cheated. You know what I'm saying? And now the man is in his doggone apartment. How and why would they get in a altercation that deep? Why? Listen, this is behind some monkey. I keep trying to tell y'all, behind some monkey. This is why the boyfriend is arguing with the man who is visiting. He can only argue with the man because the man had some intimate dealings with his la. That's how it's going. But I don't even know why in the hell would the mother run? Why would the mother run away? I don't understand. You was breaking up a fight and you shot something. Okay. Turn yourself in. Let us look at the gun, and give you the gun back if you're legal. So I doubt whether the mother is legal. But baby, when we find you, you ain't got to worry about being legal, sugar. Promise you don't. Look here, moving right along. I ain't gonna even must hold you out here. Let's go ahead to Oakland. We just doing too much. Listen, if you're just not coming on in, we're also streaming live on twitch.tv.com. The Willie Williams Show. This is Slow Moving Monday. Trying to give y'all what's out here. We're going out here to Oakland. We still in California. Got doggone shame. Bam. Got that on up. We all ready to ride. Bam it. I hope that y'all is having a wonderful day. You say, Willie, he came to collect what was rightfully his. Now, also, what if this is about that dope? What if that little situation was about that dope out here? But they just don't want to say it like that right there. What if they owe a little something and he got tired of waiting? What if the dude talked the mother in, take me round there to your daughter house? And got round there and went to popping about what they or she or he owes him. I don't know. We have a video showing that dozens of people acting the fool at a gas station in Oakland. Here we go.
An Oakland gas station manager is expressing anger and frustration today after dozens of people ransacked his business overnight. And to make matters worse, he says police never showed up after he called for help. Happened at the 76 station on Hagenberger Road near 880, just up the street from the airport. ABC 7 News anchor Dion Lim explains how it all unfolded.
This is simply incredible. Station manager Sam Marday says he has never seen anything like it. It all began at about 4:30 this morning when a crowd attending a nearby sideshow broke in and began ransacking and looting the place. Marday believes some 80 to even 100 people took part, apparently unhappy that they weren't allowed inside. The station only offering window service, normal for that time of night.
Shelves were ripped apart. All the grocery items were torn.
My bad, the video was low.
Happened at the 76 station on Hagenberger Road near 880, just up the street from the airport. ABC 7 News anchor Dion Lim explains how it all unfolded.
This is simply incredible. Station manager Sam Marday says he has never seen anything like it. It all began at about 4:30 this morning when a crowd attending a nearby sideshow broke in and began ransacking and looting the place. Marday believes some 80 to even 100 people took part, apparently unhappy that they weren't allowed inside. The station only offering window service.
Can I ask y'all a simple question? I came up back in the days too, man, to where the gas station doors would be closed and they will only serve you through the window. Hell, I used to work at a gas station where we only serve through the window. At what point do you break into the gas station though? Cause y'all not letting us in. See, back in my day, we had the thought process of day is closed after 11 o'clock. You come to the gas station after 11 o'clock, you have to deal with the window. What made them say, okay, but y'all ain't gonna let us in? We don't want to shop through the window. We want to come in. So y'all just bullet y'all way on any people's gas station. What's wrong with you young folk? But they get away with everything.
The station only offering window service, normal for that time of night.
Shelves were ripped apart. All the grocery items were torn or stepped on or vandalized. They broke the refrigerators. They robbed our ATM, tore the ATM apart, took everything in it. They tried to get the safe, but it was more secure than anything else, so they couldn't get through that. Basically every single thing, even the TV.
Wow.
Marday estimates that the damage and theft totals more than $100,000. We reached out to Oakland police for a comment about Marday's claims about the response, but we have yet to hear back. This, of course, is just the latest in a series of issues on the Hagenberger corridor. On Wednesday, police turned out in force after reports of a shooting at Chevron. Sky 7 spotted a car with its rear window blown out. And this is also the same area where an In-N-Out Burger closed in March due to ongoing crime, a first for that popular chain. Back to you.
They done destroyed the entire community. Y'all, we got thumbs up, Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, Patreon, share button, join button, subscribe button, pleasant candles, and more to come. Stay tuned. I appreciate that right there. I really do be needing y'all support. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Buck Good for the $2 Cash App. Say adding to the pot, Pastor. I appreciate that right there. Really, really do. You say court law enforcement systems really need to do something more about this. And we have to remember, out in Oakland, this is the city where the mayor is under investigation by us, us at the FBI. Xing Chao, I think that's the mayor, Xing Chao, out here. She not sending the police. She not telling the police, hey, go round there and help gas stations when they're getting ransacked. Nobody came to this shit right here, dog. Nobody was arrested. Nobody's being held accountable. Now, a business owner has to suffer the loss. I know, but Willie, they have insurance. Yeah, sure enough do. Sure enough do. So he's going to be able to make a claim. And they may just pay him out. But after this payout, they may not keep him as a client. After this payout, no other insurance company may keep him as may accept him as a client. Why? Because he's in a high crime area now. Remember, this is the same area that the In-N-Out Burger closed down in. The youngins is running the yard, like we say. The inmates is running the yard. The young folks is running the yard out here. But it's us older folks who make the laws and who is in politics and who is actually making the rules. We so afraid. I just don't get it. We so afraid to hold these young new fools because like they new to earth. They is new to earth. We is afraid to hold them accountable. And by us not holding them accountable, they're going to tear up the future for everyone else. I promise you that right there. They're going to destroy the future for everyone else. Now, in this community here, eventually people is going to sell their homes. People is going to leave the community. And then the whole city is just going to crumble and just going to fail. It's going to continue to fail until new people come in to actually change the community and get tough on crime. If you don't do it, just look across the country. Just look across the country and just look at the cities who is actually not tough on crime, especially when dealing with juveniles. They're just not tough on crime. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. And then they get shot when darker hue people get their check and they gone. People is shocked that darker hue people get their check and they leave the communities to where they go and live around white folk. They people is shocked. I just don't understand why we would even be shocked anymore. This is just stupid. Listen, when you get your check, get gone. If you was in an upscale community, when you get your check, get gone. Don't purchase in the community. Listen. Don't buy no property. Do not buy your main property in upscale communities. You can buy second and third property if you want to take that chance. You can do that right there because those properties is going to be real cheap after a while. Well, hell, let's just wait until the properties get cheap and then you buy those properties. Just don't make it as your primary residence. Please buy you some property somewhere outside of an upscale community. Buy you your primary property in places to where people care about their property value. Wait, what? You say, Willie, you got a super mayor pitch to the Shark Tank for her good burgers, $100K for 10%. What you talking about? You got a super mayor pitch to Shark Tank for her good burger, $100K for 10%. I gotta look it up then. I got to look it up. He say, do you have a pleasant monkey scent candle? No, I gotta look into it. We still have some residue from the 4th of July. We have Fort Worth community leaders are speaking out after a deadly 4th of July shootings. Here we go.
Tonight we're also hearing from community leaders after a violent night in Fort Worth, where at least 10 people were shot in separate shootings. A block party with hundreds of people just got out of control and turned violent on Castleman Street. That's in southeast Fort Worth last night. Police believe multiple suspects started shooting. 3 people were hit and one of them died. Another person died after a medical emergency. Community leaders this afternoon called for a stop to all of this violence.
Community leaders.
All that I can do is a pastor and pray, grab the rest of these young men and young women and show them this is real. Stop these block parties. Stop these get-togethers. Stop hanging out. This is not what it is in our city no more.
Also last night, 6 people were shot at a car wash on Cleburne Road. A man and 2 young children were killed. Investigators say it started when a fight broke out. The suspect was also shot. He's in the hospital charged with capital murder. We'll have much more on this heartbreaking story for you tonight.
Wait a minute. Slow me down.
Hundreds of people just got out of control and turned violent on Castleman Street.
Okay.
That's in southeast Fort Worth last night. Police believe multiple suspects started shooting. 3 people were hit and one of them died. Another person died after a medical emergency. Community leaders this afternoon called...
Community leaders, that's the word that I was just looking for. Have y'all noticed when they talk about after crimes happen in the upscale communities and darker hue people's communities, that they talk to community leaders? When there's in our Mexican brothers and sisters community, our Asian brothers and sister community, our Chinese, Japanese, or any other community. Do y'all understand that they don't never throw up community leaders? The community leaders of those other communities never speak out. Hell, do the other communities have community leaders? Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You say I left the black community 12 years ago and haven't looked back since. I'm trying to tell y'all, I do. Listen. We just can't let people like Dr. Umar hear me say this type of stuff right here. But if you was in a darker hue community, if you was in the black community to where people don't care about their property value, get from around them black folk. Get from around them black folk. If your community, if the people who owns property in the community does not care about being hard on crime, get from out of them communities. If it is a predominantly black neighborhood, and they don't care about property, property value, get from out of those communities. I'm trying to tell you something. Hell, I would just not live in a predominantly black neighborhood. I paid attention to all my years, and I'm over 40 and fine. I paid attention to all of the predominantly black neighborhoods, whether it's an affluent community or not. I just pay attention, and a community that just don't work out well.
This afternoon called for a stop to all of this violence.
Okay.
All that I can do is a pastor and pray, grab the rest of these young men and young women and show them.
All I can do as a pastor is grab the rest of the young men and young women and just show them that this is real.
This is real.
Now, I've heard a few people say it like this, that this is real, and the kids that don't understand that this is real and this is real. Oh, no, they understand. Our problem is we believe that they don't understand. They understand that it is real because they have watched their best or their favorite artists die. Their favorite rappers, they've watched them die. They have friends and family who have also died. So they understand that it's real life. Guess what? They don't care nothing about that.
Stop these block parties. Stop.
We're not stopping no damn block party. Now, come on now. We're not finna stop the fun. Why? Because people don't die at every block party. We're not finna stop the fun. Can we just keep it? Let's just keep it 100. It's not going to happen this way. So, and I don't even understand how us as elders, well, us as older people, don't understand it. But I guess then we just have to say something to make people feel great or feel good. You say your first property should be in a gated community where you got to check in with a guard gate to come up. You know what I'm saying? I am in agreement.
These get together. Stop hanging out. This is not what it is in our city no more.
I do understand that it's not the same, but listen, that shit be fun. I got to keep it 100. That when we were coming up, it was like mainly fights and stuff like that right there. It was rare that somebody would get stabbed and killed, but it was like fights because we did a lot of fighting. But for the most part, the majority of the block parties and the hanging out and all that stuff, the majority of that, nobody died. The majority, nobody died. So I do understand to where these people is not finna stop they hangout. Who is you? We finna get drunk. We finna snort. We finna pop pills. We finna try to hunch each other at the damn block parties. This is finna happen. This is fun. And like I be trying to tell y'all, we love the drama.
Also last night,
we love to see who gonna slide through angry and gonna cuss somebody out. We love to see relationships going sour and boyfriends and girlfriends is arguing at one another because he looked at such and such, or he got this baby mama, and or she smashing her home girl man and all that. We listen, those types of arguments happen at the block parties. Ask me how I know. I used to love the block parties, man. For real though. So we can ask for people to stop coming to the block party, stop doing it. Shut up. They're not gonna stop. So let's stop saying it. Let's stop hoping and wishing for a prayer, and then stop it. Talk to God and tell God, look here. These Negroes is loose out here, God. What should we do? What should we do? And listen. A lot of you all be praying and stuff that crime and stuff change. Do y'all really understand something? Watch it. So y'all be praying that stuff change because y'all say, God, you go to God and God makes changes, right? Or God puts people in positions to make changes, right? So let's say that I believe you. I believe that God put people in positions to make changes. So there is people in positions to make the changes, but guess what? The people don't want. The people in the position to make changes want to make real changes. The real changes is to hold people accountable. But the masses in dark hue communities, they don't want people to be strong on violence or hard on violence. The people in the community will not vote for people who has the power to be tough on crime, They won't vote these people in. But you pray that things in the community stop. You pray that people will make changes. The people that you elect make changes. Then start electing the people that God put there. All they need to do is be elected so they can be tough on crime. I hope I was able to explain that there to the best of my doggone ability. I hope you understood. He said, Willie, what about us who live downtown in major cities and high rises, and my community is mixed with darker hue, the red dot forehead in there and a handful of lighter hue. Listen, when it's mixed like that, you have a better chance. A mixed community, I'm gonna say it, I may get some backlash. Hell, maybe my numbers will go up if I go out on and tell the truth like this right here. Mixed communities is better than predominantly black neighborhoods. Mixed neighborhoods is way better than predominantly black neighborhood. Black neighborhoods is at the bottom, in my opinion. Yep. Black communities at the bottom, in my opinion. Mixed communities, way better. Trying to help. I'm trying to help. Hold on, wait, bam, I gotta stroll it down. If y'all just not coming on in here, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. We moving slow on this Monday. We got a slow moving Monday. Say I live in a mixed community. You say I'm in a mixed community, but a lot of lighter hue around here. Hell, those is damn near the best communities. To be in a mixed communities, but the majority is lighter hue. I'm just trying. Just look at the crime rates. Look at the crime rates of those types of communities. It's less crime. It's just less crime, y'all. We can get upset. Oh my God. This is that's racist, man. You can call it what you want to. Say only 2 black couples over here. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm sorry. You need the least amount of black couples. And hell, that's a good thing that's a black couple. Because a lot of times we have black single mamas. Black couples is decent. Depends on the pricing of the area. See, if it's high prices and it's black couples, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful because they work to get where they're at. So we typically care about property value. I'm trying to tell you something that I see, which is also crazy because I know that the majority of you good folks see exactly what I'm talking about too. He said, as long as lighter hue mind they business and don't mistake my unit for deals, right? Ooh, right? The last time they hadn't did everything, they shot a player, then they killed Buddy. yeah, man. And I do understand a lot of people, they have a problem with lighter hue brothers and sisters, man. But when y'all really think about it, lighter hue brothers and sisters is not nearly a threat as darker hue brothers and sisters when it comes to us. In a mixed neighborhood, everyone, MTWND. Let's see, everyone to mind their own business and work harder to get along with more empathy towards others' mishaps and or shortcomings, Willie. Oh. I see the star. I see what you're saying. Oh, y'all ain't got no power in the hurricane. Shout out to all the hurricane survivors, though. Shout out to all the hurricane survivors. Trying to make sure that we can still check into the show. Say, keep us in your prayers. Prayers going out to all the people who was into the hurricane. I know that it hit, what it was like, damn it, the Gulf. It went like through the Gulf thing. I'm going to have to talk about that right there a little bit later on tonight. I had done forgot all about it. I'm glad that y'all still alive out here in these streets. He say, I don't know what the hell my neighbors is, but not darker hue and cooler than a fan. Let me explain something to y'all, man. I do understand how we was taught that lighter hue brothers and sisters was a problem. I do get it because, especially us who was over 40. Because our parents is now, 60, 70, some 80 years old, and they came up in a time to where it was a problem with darker hue and lighter hue folk. Like, really a problem. Like, people used to die. Problem. You know what I'm saying? And I do really understand how they taught some of us, don't trust them. I get it. But they did not tell us, don't trust us. A lot of them didn't tell us not all. You say, I almost died. A white woman saved me. Trying to tell. All right. All you have to do as a person is look at who has done more for you and who has tried to damage you and or hurt you or injure you. Look at who has helped you, which hues has helped you, and look at which hues have tried to harm you. And I'm not talking about how you feel and all that harm you. No. I'm talking about harm you to where it's undisputed that someone tried to harm you. Because a lot of people feel like somebody said something and that was racist to me. Oh, but you felt like it was racist. You know what I'm saying? We need some solid stuff out here. Shout out to Douglas for being a member for 4 months. He say, lighter hue do mass shootings, schools, churches, workplaces, malls, bars, and they don't get published like us black folk. I can't go with that right there because we got social media. We have social media. Think about this right here. You say lighter hues do mass shootings. I'm in agreement with you, man. Listen, I am not arguing nothing that you said. Lighter hues do mass shootings, which we talk about when they do it. Oh, we put on blast when they do it. When they mass shootings, school shootings, we put their ass on blast. Churches, we put them on blast when they do it in darker hue churches. Yes. Workplace shootings, that's in the news. Malls and bars. Now, if it's in the mall, we've done all of the stories. Well, not all, but we did so many stories about the mass shootings at the malls. Right. You say, but they just don't get published like us black folks. No. The only way that we know that they do so much is because they're being published. That's the only way that we know it. That's the only way that somebody in Florida can know that they doing mass shootings in Texas is because they're being published. I am in agreement with you that our lighter hue brothers and sisters do, but you know what's crazy? Guess who do more mass shootings than lighter hues? Darker hues. You say them lighter hues who do mass shootings is normally one individual, but darker hue mass shootings is like 4 to 5 individuals doing it at the same time. Now that's factual right there. In case y'all don't know, who do the most mass shootings is darker hues. Black folks do the most mass shootings, in case y'all don't know. The problem is, those get published and reported, but they don't get published and reported as mass shootings. That's the problem. We had I think a while back, we looked up mass shooting numbers. Mass shooting number, or what qualifies as a mass shooting. Damn it. What number qualifies as a mass shooting? We hadn't looked this shit up before, but I can't find it now. I think it's like 3 or 4. Or 2 or more is considered a mass shooting. Shh, come on, y'all. Dark you folks lead. I promise you we lead. I promise you we lead. You say 2 or more or 3 or more. See? Yeah. So do our lighter hues do this type of shit? Oh, hell yeah. And we talk about it over here too. I do know at a lot of places, at a lot of content creators, they don't talk a lot about our lighter hue brothers and sisters. That shit out here, and I see it, somebody send it to me, I talk about, I don't give a damn who doing it. I like to do stories. I like to do stories. I don't care about your damn hue. I really, really do. Moving right along. What do we have here? Let's go to Detroit then. Let's go to Detroit. We had another block party. Bam. Is this a mass shooting too? Detroit block party shooting. Here we go.
A block party on Detroit's east side turns deadly, leaving 2 people dead and 19 others injured. Police are now looking for answers as no arrests have been made.
21 shot. I just called this out, right? 21 shot at a block party. They titled it like this: Detroit block party shooting. What we know so far. Guess what they didn't say? Detroit mass shooting. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. He say ninja spraying in the crowds equals mass pewing. Willie, pew pew pewing. Appreciate that right there. Look. 21 shot. They not calling this a mass shooting. So this would not even be on, according to them in their city, because they're not classifying it as a mass shooting. It will not go on the mass shooting list in that community. Maybe in the U.S. census type thing, it will fall under mass shooting, even if they don't classify it as a mass shooting, which I think it should still be classified as a mass shooting, even if the city don't classify it as a mass shooting. Here we go.
Leaving 2 people dead and 19 others injured. Police are now looking for answers as no arrests have been made. The victims range in age from 17 to 28 years old. The 2 people killed were in their early 20s.
It happened here shortly before 2:30 this morning in the area of Reno Street and Rossini Drive. That's not too far south of 8 Mile in Gratiot. Victor Williams is live near the scene for us today. Victor, what do we know?
Yeah, Pam and Will, a lot of people are asking the question, how could something that was supposed to be so fun turn so deadly, just unfortunately? But that is the sad reality right here on this block of Rossini. We're told, just like you guys said, that these were mainly teens, a lot of them between the ages of 17 and 28. Now, for a brief moment right here around 2:25 a.m., ringing out. We do know, unfortunately, that a 20-year-old woman was shot in the head and passed away, along with a 21-year-old man who was also shot in the back and passed away as well. We did get the chance to speak to a neighbor who heard everything and immediately decided to take cover.
Yeah.
We was on the porch listening to music and heard all the noise and screaming and shooting. So me and the wife, we just went up in the crib and went to bed. Woke up this morning, they were still down there. At the end of the day, it's kids. It's kids. Ain't even lived a life yet. And injured and dying. Right up the street. And the bullets could have came this way. Me and my wife was having a good time. We could have been victims.
Had the hole in the wall. See, a lot of y'all young folk don't know nothing about that. He was out there barbecuing. He got that pitchfork in his hand. Listen, a lot of y'all young folk don't know nothing about that right there. Got to be more careful. Run it back.
It's kids. Ain't even lived a life yet. And injured and dying. Right up the street. And the bullets could have came this way. Me and my wife was having a good time. We could have been victims.
That's right. Y'all could have been victims, pimp.
And right now there are still so many unknowns, but we do know that DPD, they're supposed to be giving us some type of update first thing tomorrow. They wanted to hold off right now as this investigation continues, but once again, a horrible situation where 19 people have been shot and 2 others dead. Right here on the east side, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. You say ninjas will pop you Detroit for Cartier glasses. For real though. And hell, we'll probably shoot you through the Cartier glasses. Still,
a lot of questions right now. All right, thank you, Victor.
This mass shooting has the East Side community coming together to demand change. A peace walk was held just hours after the shooting. It was organized by the Mohican Regent Residents Association, which covers the neighborhood where that shooting occurred. Leaders say the purpose of the walk was to show neighbors they have the power to keep their communities safe.
So you got to show people in the community that you have the power to keep the community safe. Y'all play too much, dog. Listen, we are so used to just talking. We're so used to talking and protesting and really ain't getting shit done.
The whole idea is to get them involved so that they can take control of their own community. And we have the numbers. If there's 30 homes in a block and there are 2 people that are a problem, now if we isolate ourselves, those 2 are in control. But if those 30 people are working together, then the block club is in control. So again, this is what we want to create, an atmosphere where we as a community are in control of our neighborhood.
You cannot listen. Y'all know who the shooters is. I do not want to live in a community to where people in my community or people in that community is afraid to even be anonymous and tell on somebody. I don't ever want to live in that community. Nope, not a community like it, close to it, nothing like that. Shout out to T Lee for the $2 super chat. He say, dude, whole statement just got dismantled. Laughing out loud, for real though.
Mayor Duggan commented on the violence on the east side as well. He said in part, quote, the violence at several block parties over the last 3 days has been heartbreaking for this city. Young people and innocent neighbors are being put at risk every weekend.
Every weekend. Because they decide to go on out there to the little parks and have the little parties and stuff like that. Their lives is put on the line every weekend. The killers is not being held responsible. The shooters is not being held responsible. And hell, when we catch them, we catching and releasing. Willie, why would you say catch and release? Because the majority of the shooters who do shootings and then get caught, they have an extensive background. That means that they was caught and released. Yeah. The shooters, this is not even, listen, the majority of the shooters, the majority of the killers, that don't be their first offense. The majority of the time, it's not their first offense. So that means that we caught and released. Hell, the first time that they shot at somebody, we gave them probation. The first time they shot at somebody, we gave them 6 months house arrest. The most jail time we probably gave him was a 365. A year and a day. I don't. You shot somebody, but you didn't kill him. They give you a year and a day because it's your first violent offense, but it's not your first offense. It's just your first violent offense. Not your first felony. It's just your first violent felony. Got it. A little year and a day. Put you right on back out here in the street. Instead of that first shooting with a gun, the first shooting should just be, let's start off about 10, 15 years. And there need to be signs in the community and signs sent out on social media that if you shoot with a gun, minimum 15 years. We don't care if you don't hit anybody. Caught shooting with a gun illegally, 15 years. Even on your first offense. Yeah. But we play too much. So shout out to Mayor Mike. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You ain't finna change no laws in the community to stop the shooters. Now are you?
We will of course keep you updated.
No, you're not. No. Because if you try to as a Democrat, you would not get rehired in November. Let's be honest about it. Be honest about it. We do not want people tough on crime. Did we do St. Louis? Did we just do St. Louis? Oh, yeah, we did do St. Louis. It's so many of y'all houses getting shot up and shit. I'm like, damn, did we do it? Bam. That right there could be later. Hold up, swole up. Okay, we got a coach. Okay, we got the deadly shooting. We did all that right there. We got a little buddy on up out of here. Bam. We got an ISSD. All right, bam. We have a victim. We're gonna call this person a victim just because of the story. We're gonna have a victim who broke. Now, Willie, why would you say that? We have a victim who is broke. Let's start off like that. That's how I'm gonna start it off. Listen, if you're just not coming on in, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. Appreciate y'all for joining the play up. Let me refresh real quick. Bam. Can we get over 300 thumbs up? I need y'all support around here, man. This is a new week. We is in July. New week. This is the second week of July. That means, damn, we got 2 more weeks. Well, we got this week, next week, and the next week. And then we in August. It's going to be time to pay rent and all that fly shit in 3 more weeks, y'all. Which I need support around here in the doggone street. We at 277. I know that we can do better. I know that we can get over 300. I know you good people can get us over 300. Remember, this is a slow moving Monday. We're taking our time. I got one for you. I said a broke victim. Let me give y'all the story. A high school is being sued. After a coach is accused of graping a student on campus. High school is being sued over a coach accused of graping. Here we go.
A local school system is now facing a federal lawsuit that claims it failed to protect a student who accused a coach of raping her on campus.
Failed to protect the student. Got it. Go ahead.
The civil lawsuit against the Escambia County, Alabama School Board comes nearly 3 years after a rape charge was filed against Kassan Bullard. The criminal case closed after he died in a car crash in Mobile the day he was turning himself into jail.
He was turning himself in due to the accusations. The criminal case was closed after he died.
After he died in a car crash in Mobile the day he was turning himself into jail.
Okay.
August 2nd, 2021, Escambia County High School football coach Kassan Bullard died when a dump truck hit him as he made a U-turn on the Cochran Causeway. Bullard died the same day he was scheduled to turn himself in on a rape first-degree charge.
Okay, so he wasn't running from it. He was finna turn himself in to law enforcement. But the person who was suing saying that they did not protect her.
We received information, allegation had been made of an inappropriate sexual relationship between a coach/teacher and a student.
That's what the sheriff told us at the time of his death. Now new details are emerging about the case. The student who accused Bullard of rape has filed a federal lawsuit against Escambia County schools. According to the lawsuit, Bullard, who was a coach and a driver's ed teacher at Escambia County High School, pulled the girl out of class and assaulted her in the girls' locker room.
Pulled the girl out of class, assaulted the girl in the locker room. She said assaulted. This said grape. Hang it up. Damn it, we got to walk with it.
Pulled the girl out of class and assaulted her in the girls' locker room. The lawsuit claims the teacher who allowed the girl to leave with Bullard was complicit because there were obvious warning signs that he had been inappropriately targeting the student and trying to isolate her. After reporting the rape, the lawsuit claims students and teachers viciously harassed the victim, who still struggles emotionally with what happened. The lawsuit says failures at the school allowed a male 39-year-old coach to have extended and unfettered privacy with the girl who was 16 and 17 at the time. The school system, former principal, and teacher named in the lawsuit have all denied these claims and have asked the judge to dismiss the case.
Then I said broke victim. Because this is a civil lawsuit. So this is a money lawsuit. This happened back in 21. The man was turning himself in. She made the accusations. The man was turning himself in, but ended up dying by mistake on purpose. So yes, we have to drop the criminal case because he's dead. So how else should the school? So why should the school be held accountable? Tell us why the school should be held accountable.
Details are emerging about the case. The student who accused Bullard of rape has filed a federal lawsuit against Escambia County schools. According to the lawsuit, Bullard, who was a coach and a driver's ed teacher at Escambia County High School, pulled the girl out of class and assaulted her in the girls' locker room.
Pulled the girl outside of class and assaulted her in the girls' locker room. They told us that this girl is 16 to 17 years old. She said assaulted. This say raped her. In the girls' locker room. In the girls' locker room. Remember that now.
The lawsuit claims the teacher who allowed the girl to leave with Bullard was complicit because there were...
The teacher who allowed him to come inside the room and removed her from the room and take her to the girls' locker room is complicit. How do you even make that stick? Why?
To leave with Bullard was complicit because there were obvious warning signs that he had been inappropriately targeting the student.
There's obvious warning signs. It was inappropriately targeting the student. So there was warning signs before he came and got her out of the class and raped her. So there was warning signs that he was inappropriately, he was inappropriately doing what?
Signs that he had been inappropriately targeting the student.
Inappropriately targeting the student, right? So that means that if he's been inappropriately doing anything to you, you should have been talking to your mom or them, your dad or them if you have one. And this, he should have been reported to the principal. He should have been reported. Because she said that there was obvious warning signs. And then you have to think about this right here. So if she know that there was obvious warning signs because this has been happening to her, inappropriately being targeted, guess what she did not have to do? Walk out of the classroom and follow him into a woman's, the girl's locker room. Remember, she's not 8, 9 years old. She's 16, 17 years old. Right at the knocking on the adult door, right there.
Obvious warning signs that he had been inappropriately targeting the student and trying to isolate her.
You allowed yourself to be isolated with him. Am I making it up? Am I just, Willie, you blaming the victim? I'm pointing out what is being said. That's all I'm saying. But there was obvious signs. So the inappropriateness been there. Why is you still having interactions with this coach, driver's ed, teacher, driver thing? If it's been inappropriate stuff happening. Why? And why didn't you tell your mama them? But if you did tell your mama them, why didn't your mama them tell to the principal? And if your mama them did tell to the principal, why is they not even saying that in this news coverage that you had spoken to your parents and the parents hadn't spoken to the principal and the higher ups and all this stuff and he was still hired there? Employed there. Oh, wow. That means that you did not tell your parents, so your parents could not tell the principal that you couldn't also go to the higher up, so he could have been under investigation then. Got it. Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. So he picked the girl up and took her from the class. That's how she's kind of making it sound, like he just grabbed her and picked the ass up. Let's go to the girl's locker room. He took her in the locker room and raped her. During school hours? While on duty.
After reporting the rape, the lawsuit claims students and teachers viciously harassed the victim.
Stop. Say that part again. After reporting the
lawsuit claims students and teachers viciously harassed the victim.
So she reported it, and the students and teachers viciously harassed her. So how did they? So wait. So you reported the great? Did you report? Well, who did you report it to? Was it to the principal? And if you reported it to any adult, and the students and the teachers viciously harass you after you reported, that means that somebody told your business. Whoever that person was who told your business, now that should be a lawsuit. How would anybody else know unless you told them what happened? And whoever you told, more than likely, if this right here happened, then you told the people who was closest to you. In my mind, like the closest to, like your friend. And your friend done probably went round and done told somebody else and it got round to the school. But I don't believe you. I do not believe that you reported a rape and students and teachers harass you after. Come on, dog. Who the hell are you talking to? Shout out to Sensei for the $10 super chat. Say, pimping just stopped the girl running away from a behavior center after she crossed the highway. Why are the people acting like I was kidnapping? after they failed on the job. Christmas elves being good Samaritan. That's a damn shame. They'll blame you for some shit.
Who still struggles emotionally with what happened. The lawsuit says failures at the school allowed a male 39-year-old coach to have extended and unfettered privacy with the girl who was 16 and 17 at the time.
Unfettered privacy, and notice they said 16 and 17 at the time. So this happened for a long time. This at least happened for months. It happened when she was 16 up until 17. What is they talking about? Its failures allowed a male 39 years old
39-year-old coach to have extended and
unfettered
privacy with the girl.
So this girl was okay with having unfettered privacy. Remember, she's not 8 or 9. She's 16, 17. If she did not want to be private with that coach, she would not have been private with that coach. Promise you that. Now it's kind of making me like, because I want y'all to really understand this right here. I got it. It just hit me. It just hit me. Me personally don't believe that she was raped. I personally believe that if he got her out of the classroom, they went into the girls' locker room, they was having sexual activities. Somebody saw them having sexual activities and spreaded the word throughout the school. This way, this is how the teachers and the other students find out, and that's how they was harassing her. But because she got caught, that's when she yelled, "Great." That's when she said she was great. Remember, 16 and 17. She's been dealing with this man. Because it goes back to how in the hell did the students and or the teachers find out that this right here happened? Unless you told somebody and somebody had them blab. Hell no. She was caught smashing, and they clowned her about it.
Year-old coach to have extended and unfettered
privacy. You know, damn child. She didn't have to be alone with this person who was doing illegal shit with her.
Privacy with the girl who was 16 and 17 at the time. The school system, former principal and teacher named in the lawsuit have all denied these claims and have asked the judge to dismiss the case.
She's trying to get her some paper. She's trying to get us some paper. This shit was 3 years ago. Trying to get us some doggone paper now. I don't believe this shit. Listen, you can believe all women. You can do what you want to do. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Y'all hit over 300. That's what I'm talking about with 300 likes. Appreciate that right there. Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. She sound like was a school pass around. She could have been a school pass around. Yep. She probably been smashing a whole bunch of people, man. Come on. I don't believe her. Nope. Now she has nobody to criminally accuse and or charge, which even if she did have somebody, she wants money. That's why it's civil. Give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the midday news out here in the doggone street. I am 7 minutes past my doggone hour on time the way I was supposed to cut off, but the story hadn't got so good. Listen, I got to go on and get on up out of here. Players, prostate cancer awareness round here at the Willie Williams Show says it's just a finger, so your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm Miz. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. Y'all please remember to go around to pleasantcandles.com. Pick y'all up something that smell good. You can even put these inside your car and just take the top off, and it will act like a damn it, what's the thing called, a fresh scent type thing. Do that right there. I'm fast talking, so I'm messing up words, but just please remember, go around there and support a player to the best of your ability. That's what's up. Thank y'all. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. I enjoyed. Thank you. I'm out of here. Yeah.